Hey guys, what's going on? It's BeckoningCow here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to do a deck tech on Dimir Rogues. So I think at the moment this is probably the second best deck in standard. It's a very close one though, with Gruul Adventures. So I've also done a deck tech on Gruul Adventures if you want to watch that one. But yeah, so now it's time to look at Dimir Rogues. So before I get into explaining the deck for you guys and so you can use it in standard, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing, because I'm going to release a lot more deck techs on the decks in standard. I'm already planning on releasing mono red aggro and mono red control. You know, the one which ramps up into Ugam. I thought that deck looked interesting, so I thought I'd do a video on that. So if you guys subscribe, you'll get notified when I do upload those, and yeah, it helps me out a lot. It doesn't take much effort and it means so much to me. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into explaining this deck. So Rogues essentially works by milling you. That's kind of a generic game plan. So the first strategy you have to win is to mill your opponent's deck, and this has happened to me way too many times than I would like to admit. This Ruin Crab is an absolutely brutal card when they play it early. I mean, if they have multiple of them, every time you play a land, they mill 6 cards. So after they've already drawn their first 7 cards, if you have 2 Ruin Crabs and you play maybe 8 lands, 7 lands, it's already over for them. In conjunction with Fabled Passage, it's just brutal. Like, this card, I hate it. I hate it with a fiery passion. But today we are playing it, so it's going to be my opponents fall into the trap of Ruin Crab. Then we've got a Rogues theme running along, hence the name Dimir Rogues. So we have cards such as Merfolk Windrobber, Thieves Guild, Enforcer, Soaring Thought-Thief, all adding to the Rogues theme. So you may think, well, there's only 11 cards in the deck. How can that quantify the name Rogues? Well, the way this deck works is you basically control the opponent whilst putting pressure on the board. And then later on into the game, when you have Agadeem's Awakening or Lurrus down, you can bring back some of the rogues which you lost earlier on into the game and just take over the board. So this is kind of a semi-aggro control kind of deck, which makes it really interesting because most of the decks in the past have been aggro or control or combo. Now, I suppose this is combo, but in a way there's not an overall combo. It's just kind of, it's a hybrid almost. And for that, it makes the deck really fun and interesting, something we haven't really seen in standard for a little while now. And it's a very fun deck to play. Less so to play against, but isn't that the same with every good deck? Now, let's have a look at the sideboard then. So we've got Bloodchiefs first. This you'll bring against creature decks. Cling to Dust. This is for mono green matchups, and also mirrors. So against mono green, they've got the Feasting Troll King, which if killed, you can then exile from a graveyard and stop them bringing it back, which is really nice. Negate, you'll bring in some copies against gruul, not gruul, sorry, some copies against mono green, because they've got the henge and they've got trails, which are just brutal, and you want to be able to stop them from getting down. Skyclave is against control-y matchups. Also, you add them in against some aggressive decks, just to put pressure on the board. And then Mystical Dispute is against any blue deck really. Mainly in this meta it's in the mirror, however this could also be against Temur Ramp. For example, that is also a matchup where you want 3 negates. Yeah, but with that being said, let's get into the games. Alright, okay, so we are on the draw in this game. I like this hand. We'll run Crab out. We'll run it into Temple. Okay, so we're playing against Temur Ramp. I haven't actually played against this deck in a little while. Yeah. Cultivate. I'm going to leave Thieves Guild Enforcer up with Merfolk. Windrobber. Let's draw a card. Let that deal with damage. I mean, we've got 8 cards now, so we can... Oh, this is 7. Well, so this is... We've already got the cards we need for into the story to cost 4 mana, so we'll take this. I mean, we've already milled them, what, 15 cards? This is definitely very good. I probably should have made black for this, but then next turn we can into the story. Okay, hopefully he doesn't counter into the story. I don't think he should, but anyway, what have we milled? We've already milled 2 Ugins, so he might play... Okay, I was wondering whether he played a counter spell in his deck. He doesn't, so we'll take it. Now we've got enough counters up to be able to stop him. Or what we should do anyway. So now what does he do? He goes for Genesis Ultimatum. John on the Loch. There we go. Good game. Alright, so Temur Ramp is a deck which Rogues is supposedly really good against, so we'll take this matchup. Let's play it like this. I think we want to just have, like, play as much. I don't think we want to have removal spells. That might be wrong, but yeah. So I think I'm going to play it like this. I quite like taking that one Windrobber on the draw. Because I'd maybe for the 5/4s, 5/4 flyers that deal damage equal to a creature, maybe for those it's probably better for... Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But anyways, we're 1-0 up with a deck. I mean, this is a good hand. If we draw a blue source, it becomes a lot better, but I mean, we're going to have to sacrifice for a blue source here. Hopefully he doesn't have Tail's End. That would suck. Okay. We'll play like this. I think it's better to not hold up Dispute here. Yeah, actually that's probably an obvious Bone Crusher Giant that I played into. Oh well. I think I'm just going to draw 2 cards here. We're kind of on the plan of just milling them out before we could do anything too insane. Is there any benefit? I think we can only cast 1 spell anyway, so this is probably the correct time to play one of these. Okay. I think we'll go down to 9 here. Destroy this. He's definitely got a counter spell. There's no reason otherwise for him to play. Okay, I'm going to go for black. do I play this? I think this is the best way to play it. Then we can block the Bone Crusher Giant. Although, okay. Okay, we have to pay 3 life to kill the Terror. So we mill him 6. Okay, so 3 more lands and we win here. Block. We probably should have kept up a counter spell. This is very difficult. Yeah, we might have punted this game. I think I played it very incorrectly. Yeah. Take 1 damage, kill the Elder Gargoyle off. It leaves him dead to Fabled Passage. We kind of just wanted to hit a land then, to be honest. Yeah. That kind of sucks. Alright. Oh, we still just need to... We've got a lot of draws which are out here. I mean, this isn't one of them. Still dead to Fabled Passage next turn. Okay, it's getting a little bit more rough though. I can't lie. We're getting closer and closer to losing this game. Oh, this is such a close game. It's an enjoyable game, but it's a close game. Alright. Okay, we have to survive the turn after his next one. So he's got 1 card now, so we just have to survive this turn. That's our goal. As long as we survive this, we win. Alright. Moment of truth. he gets us by 1 card. It's irritating. Yeah, that's unfortunate, that one. That was a very close game, though. Very close game. Good game, though. Good game. Okay, hopefully we can just, you know, get in with the crabs. Crab, turn 1. We'll shock this in to get drowned in a lock-up to counter any removal he would have. We've got 2 into the storage as well, which we did not have last game. He plays the chain web, it's fine. Milling a chain web's not great, but it's possible we should have added Cling to Dust in as well to deal with that though, but okay, we'll leave this up. Counter's ramp. I mean, he would be on 5 lands next turn. Just we don't want that in our lives. We're into the story now in case he has some. I mean, there's been better into the stories. Oh, it's irritating, that one. Okay, he concedes. I don't think he knew that we only had 5 lands in hand, but we'll take the win up to Diamond Tier 2. And let's get into the next game. Into the next game we go. We are on the draw again against an old Italian. We'll keep this. Double Thieves Guild Enforcer is very nice. We'll lead with Temple of Deceit. Unless we get a black, actually, so we should probably... Alright, we'll get 3 temples, so... Okay. I want to be able to double Thieves Guild. Alright, what's he going to play? We can kind of get around anything, really. Just go like that. I think this is the best way to do it. Scry, Fabled Passage. Not a big fan of that one now. In this position anyway. Obviously Fabled Passage is an amazing card, but okay. Alright, if we keep this, we can kill the questing beast to block the bushfire. Counter that. Then these become 3/2s. going to block like that. We take 3, go down to 6, but we should be able to take control from this position. Do you have a human? Yeah. We have to keep this up to be able to block the brush fire. Or a questing beast. Block this guy. Put this to a hand, then pass the turn over. Oh, Edgewell Keeper. If he starts drawing some okay, we can play this guy. Play of one mind, draw us some cards, go to combat. I'm just going to swing through. I'll swing through it both. I think it's time to just start trying to get ourselves on. Well, we are very much on the front foot here, but I think it's time to start swinging through with our creatures. Yeah. Oh, I should have killed one of the Edgewell Keepers in response. I think anyway. Okay, well, we just need to survive the next turn, really, so... Okay, we get the damage through there. Okay, hopefully we can survive. He draws 2 cards. He tapped a red source, so he can't Embercleave. If he did Embercleave though, we'd be swinging through. Alright, so now... Yeah, now we just swing back. Next turn. I don't think he's got a way to kill us. I think I saw that... Okay, go to 2. I'm holding the Heartless Act up in case he's got that 1-2. Although main deck it'd be a bit weird, but yeah. It's always better to play around it than to die to it. It could have gone for a toxic way and gone like and tried to get Fabled Passage and played a 3 crabs, but I think that's a bit, you know, it's a bit disrespectful. what's less good in this match? This deck is just very well tuned towards gruul. Alright, okay, so once again, of course, we're on a draw because we won that last game. Alright. Now let us see what this guy's got to offer. I don't think I'm that greedy. I mean, I'll definitely take this. Because we can start stealing his stuff. Million free. Next turn I'll play Agadeem's Awakening. Tapped. He's also got a good hand. He pings us for free. Okay, that's a good draw. Then next turn we've got into the story up. Or Lullmage's Domination. Okay, he missed his land drop. We'll take that. We'll take it missing his land drop. He also doesn't have it up enough for Questing Beast here because he doesn't have the green mana. We will get a blue mana here. Alright, so he's got Bone Crusher Giant. Okay, I'll play... Like, I could always play Merfolk Windrobber this turn, but yeah, it leans into Bone Crusher Giant a little too much. He might have an Embercleave here, so land Embercleave is a big problem. Alright, okay, he doesn't. Alright, this works really well for us this turn. We get these. His stuff dies. We draw 4 cards. Go to combat, so we'll just this one, mill him 2. Then next turn he'll be able to get this, but we'll steal it with Lullmage's Domination. We'll block it with a Merfolk Windrobber. Okay, he's going for this line instead. Okay, let's draw 4 cards. Let's go like this. discard a card. We'll go for this one. If he goes for any Embercleave shenanigans, we'll kill the Bone Crusher Giant. If he doesn't, we've just got really good plays. Yeah, we should be winning this by a long way. Our goal at the moment is to mill him out. We're going for the mill plan. Sacrifice this, draw a card. Wait, how? I don't. 416. Keep it like that. And then I think we want to just counter the Ox when he tries to play it. And then next turn go for some One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. So we want to get a 3-mana creature. We'll take this guy. Okay, he will draw the cards off of Ox. Although I think we've got the win on him now. We've got Thieves Guildmage, we've got another Fabled Passage. We can just mill him out so that next turn he loses. I think playing the Ox here is a misplay because it leaves him dead to us having a land. I mean, I think he's dead at whatever happens, but you know. Yeah, I do think it leaves him weak to certain cards. Yeah, well, that was a pretty good run for the deck. I'm going to leave it only 2 games because we've played both Temur Ramp and we've played the best game in the meta. I think that's good enough of a pool to show you guys how to play the game properly. Yeah, thanks ever so much for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like, all of the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.